What comes first to your mind when people say about cyberbullying? You may think about rude names like fat ugly people or post comments like you are worthless, you are loser. But do you know that cyberbullying is not only just putting a harsh comment on ugly photos or videos in order to against other people, but also just to satisfy themselves to seek attention. According to bullyingstatistic.org, over 80% of teenagers use a cell phone regularly, make it the most popular form of technology and a common medium of cyberbullying. On a regular basis, cyberbullying impacts many teenagers. Cyberbullying includes using technology to treat or abuse other people. Including mobile phones and the internet, cyberbullying can take in many forms, such as sending mean messages or threats to a person's email account or cell phone, spreading rumors online or through text, and posting hurtful or threat messages on social networking sites or web page. Cyberbullying can be very damaging to adolescents and teenagers. It can lead to anxiety, depression, and even suicide. Also, once things are circulated on the internet, they may never disappear, resurfacing at later times to renew the pain of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying can happen anywhere at any time, even in places where you normally feel safe, such as home. A lot of cyberbullying can be done anonymously. Therefore, it is important to be knowledgeable about how to protect yourself from cyberbullying. I am Nurin Alisha binti Muhammad Nizam. For today, I'm going to talk about ways on how to prevent cyberbullying among teenagers. Since cyberbullying become more widespread, especially among teenagers, because of cyberbullying, teenagers nowadays are facing difficulties to handle and solve the problem by themselves. I have made a lot of research about this topic, which I will show you in my points and explanation soon. And I hope for my speech today will help you as a teenager to prevent yourself from cyberbullying. My first point is on how to prevent from cyberbullying is ignore is one way to go. This is because people who harass others online are the ones who seeking attention in order to get some sort of gratification or satisfaction. A 2018 survey of children's online behavior found that approximately 60% of teenagers who use social media have witnessed some form of bullying, and that for various reasons most children ignore the behavior altogether. That is why ignoring these people is probably one of the most effective means of sorting out the problem. Besides, for those who know and observing the attacks must be able to report concerns to friends, family members, or teachers. Furthermore, this method will help only against some bullies who just like to write mean private messages. Any bully's purpose is to anger his or her victim, is in essence getting to the target and making him or her admit ridiculous accusation or malicious statements. Therefore, it is required to understand that there are different types of cyberbullies and some of them might be actually dangerous. For example, if you are a victim of cyberbullying, what is your best choice to face this problem? The best choice for you as a victim is to block the scare from the social media and email accounts entirely. Not only does blocking remove the bully from the victim's point of view with certain social media applications such as Facebook or Instagram, it also ensures that the bully can no longer explicitly connect to the profile of the victim or even see messages by shared contacts tagging the victim. Now, let's move to my second point, which is gathered information or evidence that you are being cyberbullied. This is because it is easier to trace and collect evidence of such behavior. Cyberbullying is way easier to commit as it is all online, and these people believe that they can get away with anything. Most social media platforms and schools have clear policies and reporting process. If your classmate is being cyberbullied, report it to the school. You can also contact app or social media platforms to report offensive content and have it removed. Furthermore, any curious person can find a lot of cases when a cyberbully is exposed to everyone official, and they take action to help victim and to prevent future harassment. Plus, if a child has received physical threats or if a potential crime or illegal behavior is occurring, the best way is to report it to the police. Therefore, collecting evidence is always a good course of action. It might be useful in exposing a bully. For example, do you know that first action is important? And do you know what to do if you are part of the cyberbullying? The action that you need to take is record all the private messages and other instances of online harassment through screenshot. This way may help you to prevent yourself from cyberbullying. Now, let's move to my third point, which is reaching out to someone for support. Cyberbullying should be considered a serious violation of personality boundaries. In addition, not everyone is aware of how deplorable the results of such bullying are. Bullying victims are not the only ones vulnerable to self-harm and suicidal behavior. The study also reports that young people who cyberbully others are at a substantially higher risk than those who do not experience these feelings. Therefore, there are many support lines for bullying victims. For example, colleges have their own counselors, psychologists, and other people responsible for working with students. That is why reaching out to some college specialists who can help is important. These adults have experience in handling different types of conflict and at the same time applies to stop cyberbullying. Besides, in order to try to move the conversation in a better direction, public intervention may involve posting positive remarks about the person treated with bullying. It can also help to reach out to the child who is being harassed and the object of the abuse to voice your concern. Today, I have persuaded you about 3 ways on how to prevent cyberbullying among teenagers, which are ignore is one way to go, gather information or evidence that you are being cyberbullied, and reach out to someone for support. Cyberbullying is a serious problem and like any form of abuse can have long-term effects on its victims. As technology continues to be an increasingly important part of our everyday lives and the lives of our children, it is important to consider the dangers of cyberbullying and to take definite measures to avoid it. Parents, teachers, and teenagers must work together to avoid cyberbullying and make the internet a better place for everyone. Children should be informed on what to do and who to go to in case they meet a cyberbully. And parents should urge school to change their policy on technology to help stop online bullying incidents. With parents, children, and educators working together, we can minimize cyberbullying and create a safer and more fulfilling online community for all of our children. I hope you can benefit from all the information that I share with you. That's all from me. Thank you.